Hello and welcome to the Introvert show, my second in this series of talking about different areas we deal with. So my name's Brian Johnson and I come from a background of 30 years working in financial services, and in the last few years I've really been on a transformational journey, learning and exploring the different things I am doing. And 4 years ago, I really could not imagine what I'd be here today, talking about myself and my journey. Do you have any questions? Do put a note in the chat, and I look forward to hearing from you later. So today we're talking about that Christmas party. How do you feel when you get that invite to the Christmas party? Do you feel dread, despair? Do you wonder what you can avoid? You hope it clashes with something else? You know, I've been there dreading the Christmas party, knowing that everyone's getting really excited about dressing up, going out, socialising and making a huge amount of noise at that event. So I'm wearing today, you might just bear to see that I'm wearing my lovely Christmas jumper, compulsory office wear, and really taking me out of that comfort zone. But it's thinking about, we all get, and all these big events, and it seems everyone is really more excited about these big networking events and socialising with everyone in the office and chance to talk to everyone and be big, bold and brash and be someone else. And for me, it was always, do I have to go? Going because it's expected. Everyone can go unless you can find a brilliant excuse for not turning up. And that's really the starting point for all the conversation. So it's really starting from what you gain from being there. For me, the challenge has always been to find the positive reasons. And I guess you suddenly look around the office and notice the people you would love to talk to more, like-minded people you'd love to talk to more, but don't really get the opportunity in the office environment. And thinking there will be opportunity to find the quiet corner to have conversations with people and to share something outside work environment where there is not the normal pressures, and opportunity to sit quietly at the back watching other extroverts making a fool of themselves and doing really silly things, and being able to enjoy an event as a bystander is something you can take confidence to do, and finding that confidence, I'll spend some time sitting, just enjoying, watching, being a watcher, and maybe participating my own way. Something I learned actually when I was at university. I have the disadvantage of being 6'4" and standing out in a crowd, and following everyone when I attended university in my mid-20s. Long story why I didn't go to university at 18, but attending there and feeling like I didn't fit, but trying to fit in, going down to the student union. And I realised I had a choice. I could stand at the edge of the dance floor and watch and get deafened and not really be able to hear any of the conversations going on, or I could get into the middle of the dance floor and just ignore everyone else around me, be alone in a room of 1,000 people, just enjoying the music. And I found a way to recharge and re-energize myself in the middle of a crowded room and being alone, feeling totally alone, realizing the darkness, the noise, the smoke, the lights all can work to my advantage, because nobody will really notice what I'm doing, and I could find a way to dance badly and be silly in my own way, and I didn't need to engage with other people. And that was really a revelation for me, and to really continue to take some of that forward. It's also going back to the office environment. It's also about finding ways to be a team player, be seen as a team player, being there. Though often as a team player, you need to adapt to the other person's way of operating, and seeing the world, living in the world. And if you're not willing to change to their way, you're not seen as a team player. It's always strange that them not adapting to you is okay, but you have to adapt to them. So again, it's moving on to the fun stuff. Finding the way to recharge batteries, as I was talking about, interesting and fun. The interesting conversations you can have at the quiet end of the bar. Those people who you don't normally get those conversations with, and just having honest conversations. It's amazing how honest people will be with you after 2 or 3 drinks, and an opportunity to find out what people really think of you and what they'd like to see you do, something they wouldn't normally tell in an office. So for me, it's often been an advantage. I can have those conversations and understand what's going on, conversations with bosses, managers, and understand what's going on without outside the formality office, because 2 or 3 drinks loosens their tongues and you get some interesting stories. And it is finding those fun moments. Yes, you would find, I know a lot of people find it weird if they see me at an event and I might be dancing for 2 or 3 hours, but it is just understanding what that looks like and what that feels like. But for me, the key is that I am doing what I enjoy, and finding the way to do that is something I'm really focused on doing. So that's really where I come from. And so we're moving on from finding that way you can enjoy. What could be interesting or fun? Is it a new venue? Is it somewhere you've never been before? Are you going to experience a different building, a different setting, and just find something different to do? And then it's often think about what happened the last time, 2 years ago. What happened? What didn't you like? What was the tedious bit? And how can you change that? How can you change the way you approach it? Are you approaching the events in, I'm not going to enjoy this, this is going to be tedious, I will tolerate it and escape the earliest moment? Can you flip that and find a way to say, I can enjoy this. I can enjoy this up to this time. And whether that's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or 3 a.m. in the morning, it doesn't really matter. Being clear on how long you can enjoy it and how long you need to be there, finding that space to recharge your energy. I know there's been, when I've been at events, it's thinking what can I do to enjoy this? Sometimes what can I approach, what can I do is different. Sometimes it's not so much enjoying it, it's being there, being supportive, being seen, being supportive to your colleague. Because having worked in large offices, I've often found there are people who drink too much and get really upset at these events, and they just need some help and support from somebody. And being willing to be there is a different way of approaching it. You're going there to help people who get carried away and regret it at the end of the evening. You can be there to help them not regret everything the next day. That's a different way of doing it, and you can look for the like-minded people who struggle the same as you. I always think in what you're going to do when you arrive. If you've decided, like I've always decided, not to drink too much, it's starting how you mean to go on and getting that balance right. There's always the office extrovert who thinks it's funny to try and get everyone drunk, but setting your clear boundaries at the beginning, what you're not doing, will be really helpful. So when you arrive, being clear on that starting point and knowing who you want to talk to, making a beeline to chat to those people, looking for the fun, creating fun things to do, silly fun games, anything that you enjoy, messing around with people, just there's things to do. And do you have a favourite song that you could actually get on the dance floor and dance to and really make a difference? That is really a good place to be starting out. I think it's one of those things we often don't appreciate, that you can actually find a small place to dance. So you can spend all your energy on dancing to your favourite tune and then leave the dance floor. And there's always, time to escape, time to be clear when you want to leave, the time when you want to go somewhere else. Just the time to be you, and have the confidence to leave when you want to leave. Starts at 5 and you say, oh, I'm leaving at 7:30. That's fine. It's be clear, this is the time I need to leave. And setting your clear boundaries at the start makes it easier, because if people know before you go when you're going to leave, it's not a surprise when they see you leaving. They say, oh, I'm going to leave at 9. Yeah, he's left. Oh, that's not a problem. There's you turn to being, you've socialized, expended all your energy and gone. So feel comfortable, be yourself, enjoy it in your terms. Don't allow the experts to take it. What food for thoughts have you got today? What things have you learned? Where helped you most? Have I challenged your thinking? I'd love to know. Do drop some comments. And I know if you like me, it takes time to reflect. I find myself, someone's into a workshop, someone says, what have you learned? I go, must have been half an hour, because I need to process what you just said. And it's good to take time to process. So if you want to drop me a message afterwards, please do. Send social media, drop me an email at brian@brianpauljohnson.com. I'd love to know what your thoughts are, what you think I've said today which has been helpful, and what hasn't, and where I've helped you most. And as you go away, perhaps complete this sentence: I will enjoy the Christmas party by 1, 2, 3 different reasons. Go. So when that invite arrives in your inbox, you can go, yes, I'm going because these are the 3 reasons I'm going to have fun this year on my terms. I will enjoy it as a quiet introvert and be myself. I do not need to worry about what other people think. I hope you found today useful, and again, send me any questions, any thoughts as we go forward. Thank you for your time.